What is up guys, 2D Sparrow here, and in this video I'm going to be going over how to defend 3-Rex Reaper. In the last video I went over how to execute the 3-Rex Reaper build, but I've had a lot of people asking me how to defend it. And it's not actually too tricky to defend, so I'll show you how to do it with these two replays that I've got. So in this first replay, I've actually gone for 2-Rex Reaper myself. Which is just really good on this map, Frozen Temple. But I go out with an early scout straight after my supply depot's done. It's really important if you want to defend any early aggression that you do this really early scout. Like, it has to be straight after your first supply depot or just when you start building your barracks. If you go any later than that, then it's going to be too late for you to make any defensive decisions, and you're more likely to die to any early aggression. Okay, cool. So I scout my opponent's base. I see that he's got no barracks in base, and I see that he's taken his gas already, which indicates that it could either be Reapers or proxy Reapers or proxy Marauders, or even like just proxy 111 for like a tank push or something like that. So immediately I drop down another barracks, making it up to 3. And I put a bunker at my ramp. So this is the appropriate defense to any sort of proxy, because it means that if he's going Reapers, then we'll have our own 3 Reapers to defend his, and because we have high ground advantage and defender's advantage, we should be able to trade more efficiently than he does. And if he's gone for Marauders, the bunker at the ramp will be able to defend any Marauders coming up before they do any damage. If he's gone for anything else, just that bunker at the ramp is going to delay it until we can defend it. So all I'm doing now is I rally my Reapers to the location where his Reapers could jump up. I also have to scout with my SCV on the map to find where his proxy location is. Now this is because he might be going for the 111, and if he is going for the 111, then I need to get up my factory and starport as soon as possible to be able to defend the tank push. In this case, he wasn't going for 111, so we can easily defend deflect his Reaper attack, and then all we do is stay on the high ground and trade cost efficiently. Each time I engage, I try and pick off one Reaper. I always avoid the bombs if possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you can pick off one Reaper at a time, then you'll slowly snowball, so yeah. If it is 111, then what you want to do is, transition as quickly as possible to factory, but you can actually use your Reapers and just send them straight across the map. Since you have that bunker, your opponent can't push up your ramp very easily, so you can just send your Reapers across, cripple your opponent's economy, and then just slowly gain an advantage over time as you build up your tank count and stuff like that. Sweet, so there's not that much more to this replay since we've already defended the initial Reaper aggression and we pushed him back and traded pretty well. But I'll just leave the replay running just in case you want to take any notes of Reaper control or anything like that. Alright, cool. So in this second replay, I've gone for a standard 1-Rex expand build. And I go out exactly the same, do a really early scout straight after my supply depot. I see one of his SCVs actually moving across the map, so this gives me an extra tell that he's going for something aggressive, as his SCV hasn't even reached my base yet. But we don't need to overreact, we just continue with our build order and we'll wait for our SCV that's scouting to confirm if he's doing anything. I see that he's mining gas, he doesn't actually have any barracks in base, and then I go down and scout that he's got 2 barracks. So immediately I drop my 2 barracks to defend. Now say if I hadn't seen that SCV, I would have dropped my barracks at exactly the same time, because I don't actually drop the barracks until my SCV has scouted my opponent's main base. So something I did do differently this game was send out that extra SCV really early to scout what he's actually building. The only reason I did this is because I saw exactly where his SCV was headed, so I knew I could get an earlier scout on what he was actually doing, whether it was proxy marauders, proxy reapers, or a 111. Now, it's not too important in this situation if you get your orbital quickly or not. It's more important to get the barracks first and to take an extra gas first so you can continuously produce reapers. And the reason for this is your opponent, when he goes to proxy through X Reaper, is not going to have enough minerals to either get an SCV lead or build an orbital himself. So you're already ahead in economy just because he's proxied the barracks. In this game, I decided to send across a Reaper of my own, which is not really necessary. You don't really need to do it. I just wanted to test it out. But as you can see, even without any Reapers to defend, and just having a minimal amount of Reapers, you can pull SCVs to make up for your Reaper disadvantage until you gain more Reapers than your opponent. As soon as you get more Reapers than your opponent, then you win the game because your opponent can no longer push up your ramp. In this game, it was more even because I sent that first Reaper across, and my opponent managed to do quite a bit of economic damage, but I still managed to win the game quite easily. Even though my opponent is target firing my Reapers, which not a lot of players actually do, they'll just stutter step. But if you get a pretty good opponent, they'll target fire your Reapers, but even that isn't enough to win him the game. Now you can see that my opponent actually has a worker lead on me, but because I did send across that one Reaper, it means that I'm slowly whittling down his economy until he can't build any more Reapers himself. You just have to make sure if you do this, send the Reaper across, that you make sure to micro it against the SCVs, otherwise it can just get easily surrounded. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you're in Masters or Grandmasters League because it requires a lot of attention on your part to keep the Reaper alive. In fact, I probably won't even do it again because, as you saw, it was difficult for me to defend against the Reapers initially, and if I had that one Reaper at home, it would have made it a lot easier to defend. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hoped it helped you guys, or I hope it will help you guys on the ladder, and let me know if you've got any other video ideas you want me to do, or any other builds that you want to see, maybe even any builds for different matchups. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.